from Amway Center for an Eastern Conference fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA. Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on this and ready to go. Brought to you by Game for the Cavaliers. Scott, he's in at shooting guard, and it's Irving at the one spot. Great 1-2 punch, beautiful pass, and nasty jam.
That's a quick bucket there.
Get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now, here's Scott. Cleveland moving it around. And the three is knocked down. Deep ball, good, and a nice shot from Scott. Well, we all know that Freak changed sides recently, but it's a challenge he's up to and wanted. It can be intimidating, Clark, to join a new team, but I think he's okay with that.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, he knows there are going to be some rough spots and a bit of a learning curve, but eventually things smooth out, and Freak knows how to fit in with the team, and this roster definitely looks stronger with him on it.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Freak.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Peyton dishes to Love. Fournier for three, and Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Pick by Vucevic. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Here's Scott. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And Orlando has possession. The Cavaliers making the shot. Here's Vucevic. The shot will not go.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them. That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The dish to Peyton. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
And Cleveland making a change here. Smith has checked in. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I was able to speak with Scott Skiles for just a moment. There haven't been many players that have the physical prowess of LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force at virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And Vucevic kicks to Peyton. Back to Vucevic. Outside Gordon. Lets the three fly. Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, and in winning that last game, they attacked the basket.
Oh!
How about that athletic ability there? Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Kicks it to Fournier. Scott pulls it in. The Orlando Magic come into this one after the win against the Atlanta Hawks.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Cleveland. Amon Shumpert has come in for Scott. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Fry comes in for LeBron. Garrett Temple has checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Scott in for Shumpert. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Scott in at shooting guard. Tristan Thompson is out there with Channing Frye. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Irving in at the point. The Magic trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Fournier passes to Vucevic. Off target with the jump hook. The Cavaliers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Scott, and it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Scott with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Punches it down with pop.
And rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
Vucevic, a screen on Irving. From 11 feet away, and it's off the back rim, no good.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Peyton dishes to Fournier. It's a pick by Love. The shot by Gordon wide open. Drops in the tray. Gordon's got 9 points.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Peyton against Irving. Peyton kicks to Fournier. Here's Gordon. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. Cleveland leading by 3. Outside, Scott. Here's Fry, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man, because he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Orlando. Zeller comes in. And a pretty tight.
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson, and after...
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. Let me say this first. I'm really pleased with how many open looks we've created. We've hit a lot of shots because we found a lot of high percentage looks. That can't change. We did take advantage of their turnovers, I'll say that.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
They've got Vucevic. Elfrid Payton is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Cleveland with the ball. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak, in the last matchup against the Thunder, boy, was he tremendous. He finished with 24 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean,